What do you think about the legislature tackling that and really cutting back on some of the benefits that state employees are having right now? Is that possible?
Well, for existing employees, I know we're fond of saying everything's on the table. Personally, I think that when we enter into a contractual agreement with somebody, we need to honor that. However, we need to make substantial changes, take a hard look at what we're going to do going forward, and I think the governor was stressing that as well. So you're right. For us to make the fundamental changes that we need to make to protect the state 10, 15 years down the road, we need to make changes to our pension and healthcare system for new hires.
All right. Any surprises in the state of the state?
No, not really. The state of the state is supposed to be a positive message. It's a recap of the successes we've had over the past year. It's a fleshing out of ideas of where the direction he wants to go. I think from his message today, I think everybody can really take out of this is that there's a direct parallel between educating our children and preparing them for the jobs on the worldwide stage and the national stage, as well as job creation. And I think one leads to the other. So I think it was a low-key speech. It was a positive speech, and the ideas that he talked about, some of the funds he talked about, he'll have to give more details at the state budget. And that's when you guys will start narrowing in on him. So
exactly.
But I think he's done a very good job in the past couple of years. I mean, he's been very successful on the worldwide stage, on the national stage, bringing businesses here, making connections with other countries. Done very well for little old Delaware.
What'd you think of the speech? Any surprises for you?
No, it was a typical state of the state message, a good positive message for legislators and citizens of Delaware. Short on specifics, but that's not unusual for a state of the state. I thought it was a good message. There was things that they talked about that made a lot of sense. I thought it was a good recap of the successes that we've had and his administration has had during the past year. So overall, it was a good message, just short of specifics.
Your reaction to the state of the state?
Well, I thought the governor did a good job, and I think he knows what the problem is, and the problem is our government's too big and too expensive. And I think the governor knows that. I think the question, of course, is what are we going to do about it? And I don't want to be too critical, but for 3 years now, Jack has told us our government's too big. We need to reinvent government, find efficiencies, whatever it is. And quite frankly, that hasn't happened. Our budget continues to grow. So sort of the wait and see attitude to see if anything's actually going to change this time, or if it's just more talk.
For 2 years. You've had a plan. Are we going to see your plan?
Yeah, absolutely. It's getting co-sponsors as we speak, and the bottom line is, in your personal finances, your big hit is your rent or your mortgage. And they ask bank robbers, why do you rob banks? They say, that's where the money is. The money in state government is in employees and benefits. 48 cents, which is the governor's number, 48 cents of every dollar that we spend in state government is a person or that person's benefits. The only way you're going to reduce the expense of government is to reduce that workforce. And I think we need to do that in a humane way through early retirement or through attrition. I mean, however you want to do it, the only way to do it is to reduce the actual size of the government. And I'm hopeful that this year we'll make some progress on that.